is, huh?
And it's a special relationship. Yeah, he's the roots of modern music. Yeah, I mean, that British blues invasion. I was in the room with John and B.B. King, and B.B. King said to him, "John, I have to thank you, because without you learning our music and bringing it back to America, the Americans might not have never known where that stuff came from." So
Is it interesting how it had to go over there and come back, right?
John's the trunk of the tree.
Yeah, you're at the highest echelon right now as far as blues is concerned. I don't think there is another step up. We've lost all the kings.
They're all going away, and John's still kicking at 82 years old. It's incredible. We just did a tour in Europe. We did like 63 shows in 70 days.
Wow.
Incredible stuff, and he loves what he's doing, and it's full of energy and enjoying what he's doing. So it's a wonderful time to be around him and be a part of this. 7 years now, and it's interesting when I left Buddy Guy after 13 years, gave Buddy my notice, and left. About a week after that, my telephone rang, because I had met John. 1985 or something like that, at all the shows the Blues Breakers used to do with Buddy Guy and all the festivals and all that, and instantly became friends. And he had asked me to play with him previous to this, but I was enjoying such success with Buddy and put in a lot of time that I always said, thank you, but I'm doing this thing with Buddy now. So he asked a few different times, and I never said yes, but when I gave my notice with Buddy, 1 week later the phone rang. It was John. He said, "I heard you're not with Buddy anymore."
Wow, he was waiting for that moment.
The gig is yours, so I started playing with...
So you weren't a free agent for a long time.
So I started playing with John then, and I played with him for a couple of years, and it was during that period that I got this offer to go play with Jimmy Page, and that was a tough decision to make after waiting all those years to play with John, but it was hard to turn down a tour with Jimmy Page, so I left to play with Jimmy, and so it's nice. John called me, "I'd love you to come back." So it's been about 7 years now I'm back in the band.
And you tour and record with them both, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. This is about the 5th record that I've done with them now since I've been back, and we're touring all the time. It's pretty awesome.
Is this one of the most memorable recording days with John Mayall because Joe Walsh was here, who you were, that just goes way back to your childhood, I guess?
Yeah, that's a special combination. Yeah, John Mayall and Joe Walsh in the same room playing the blues, that's pretty top shelf there.
What's one of your most memorable experiences as a musician?
Auditioning for the Rolling Stones was pretty cool. Touring with Jimmy Page for me, because that's another one that I grew up. Led Zeppelin, I mean, how can you deny that? That's pretty heavy. And getting to play on stage 3 hours of Led Zeppelin music every night.
How'd you like working with Clapton?
He's a very laid-back guy, very wonderful musician and blues aficionado, and some great stuff. Did a couple television shows with him, and a lot of gigs. He always liked to come out and jam with Buddy when I was in the band, so Eric and Buddy playing together was pretty awesome.
You're playing a very special bass, not to mention that Joe Walsh gave you his slide.
Oh yeah.
Well, so both things. You got Joe Walsh's slide.
Joe Walsh gave me a slide after the session today, the one that he played on this monumental record. So I have Joe Walsh's slide.
The one you won't be throwing in the air.
I will not be throwing that one in the air.
And talk about your bass.
This one in here today, I have a few really, really good ones. I actually used to have one of Jaco Pastorius' bass.
We're wearing his shirt.
Incredible one. This guy, I saw Jaco play when I had been playing for about 2 years, and when I saw Jaco play, I threw my bass in the backyard and left it there for about 6 months.
Oh, wow, you thought forget it.
I was done.
It's
but
unattainable.
Then, why stop? I should use it to the positive. Yeah, when I saw him play, I was like, oh my God. But so I had one of Jaco's basses for a while, and I have some other really cool instruments. But the bass I used on the session today, I found on the internet in the advertisement, a 1958 Fender Precision bass, and I went and played it. Awesome. It was just, okay, this is really cool. I'm taking this. And in the advertisement, 1958 Fender Precision bass, all original parts, owned by an illustrious studio musician for 40 years. And I went and played the bass, bought it, and as I was leaving, oh, by the way, who was this illustrious studio musician? And the guy said, oh, that was Lee Sklar.
Lee, wow.
So this is Lee Sklar's Fender bass, probably one of many perhaps that he had around for a long time. So some serious mojo.
Yeah,
in this
wow.
bass.
You know, he goes back to the Doors.
I know. He's royalty. So I can't wait to
I guess he's
ask
kind
him what sessions perhaps this bass.
and he's a Southern California guy now.
I think so.